Believe me, when I left the company, I was scared to death. I'm Melanie Camp. I'm the innkeeper at the Thorpe House Inn and Cottages. And I used to work for a defense contractor. I was at Lockheed Martin for 20 years. Well, I started out as a systems engineer and then became an executive director. They recruited young military officers right out of the military. Another thing I think that was attractive to them too is I was an intelligence officer, so some of the things that I got exposed to were very interesting. And then as the years went on, the demands of the job just didn't suit me, which resulted in a lot of stress. And I realized that, maybe I should consider making a change. I wanted to move to Door County. It's just a beautiful place to live, quaint and charming. I started to think about leaving about 4 years before I actually separated. I took a lot of steps to try to find something else to do. I was interested in innkeeping and a B&B, and so I joined the Professional Association of Innkeeping International, PAI, P-A-I-I. I signed up for Pivot Planet to spend time with a mentor who was in the business to see what having an inn was like.
Solid 50% walk away saying, whoa, that is not what I want, especially about innkeeping. There's this romanticized version of innkeeping.
When I followed up with Brian Kurth, he said, well, how did it go? I said, it went well. He said, do you still want to do it? And I said, yes, I do. And he said, well, you're the other 50%.
She was really diligent, and she was very detailed in getting as much information. She was also incredibly open to asking herself the tough questions.
I was primarily worried about the finances associated with it. If the financials don't work, your dream job is not going to work out either.
It's more than just drinking a glass of wine on the front porch when checking in guests. It's physical as well as it is a business, and you have to meet the bottom line or the doors will shut.
Believe me, when I left Lockheed Martin, I was scared to death. I make about 1/3 of that salary, and but it's enough. What satisfies me and makes me happy. It's the sense of accomplishment I get. You see it in the things you do around the property, you see it in your customers, and you feel like you made a difference. I've never looked back. It's just turned out so well.